Welcome, this is MDawg from MDawg Gaming, and we are now checking our mic and excited to begin the final episode of Telltale Games' Game of Thrones. This is episode 6, the last episode of season 1. I can only assume there will be a season 2, but I don't know that for sure. Maybe that's something we can remember to look up when we're actually finished with this season. Another thing that I want to look up when we're done, if there's time, is what some of the branching decisions were. So if you've been with me for this whole series, and if you're curious about how some of our choices could have gone if we had made different ones, then we'll try to see if we can find a place online to succinctly explain that to us, some of the big story plots. For example, Ethan dying at the end of episode 1, was there another way to go there? I've really enjoyed this as we are about to begin episode 6. It has made me sort of more open to going back and playing some of the other Telltale games. I don't think I ever played all of Walking Dead Season 2, for example. I have not ever played through A Wolf Among Us. I believe I've only played the first episode of A Wolf Among Us, which I remember it being good, but it's made me kind of say, you know what, these are like fun let's play videos for me to do. I don't know, I think probably people have played them, or if you're interested in playing them at this point, you don't want to watch a let's play because you want to experience it yourself, but it's fun for me to do, something to have on YouTube in case it does interest folks. But let's dive into episode 6 and we'll kind of fill in around the edges as we go. Let's get the previously started here so we can refresh on what happened in particular in episode 5. We made that really tough decision on Roderick or Asher, and what does it mean for the Foresters now that decision has been made, and the war with the White Hills continues. So the game is taking a surprisingly long time to load here. But
previously,
here's the
previously.
previously.
On Game of Thrones.
But now I realize it might be far more entertaining to watch Lud tear you to pieces. Last house standing wins.
You have a good head for business, Lady Mira. What you need more than anything is an ally.
I have to get in there, Sarah.
Look, I can't get you in. Marjorie's already furious with you. You owe me for this.
You're weak. Just like Ethan was. Making Duncan his sentinel. Take this traitor away.
Damien, where are you? Tell your uncle. Tell him the North Grove must never be lost.
I still don't know what to think about the North Grove part of this storyline.
They're everywhere!
We make for the North Grove.
Is it just me, or is this previously felt very choppy? I know they've got a lot to sort of catch you up on, but the transitions are so long.
Let me
and
save your life and our house. Iron from ice, brother. Iron from ice.
this is going to be the intro.
Gods.
Garrett.
Can you see anything? Is it the North Grove?
I don't know yet.
Overall, probably my favorite character. However, I haven't loved where his
North
story has
Grove.
gone.
beneath the watchful eye of
I
the
really
ice
just liked him a lot in the first episode, I guess.
ice dragon. The Forester sigil. Those look like ironwood trees. Hear the werewolves whisper. Haven't seen any werewolves this far north. That must be it. We're close. I think I found it.
You found it? Are you sure? We can't afford to waste any more time.
I found it, Sylvie. Right under the eye of the ice dragon. Just like it says on the map. You hear that? Hey? It must be close.
I hope you're right. I don't know how much further he can go.
I don't think Connor's gonna make it. Uh-oh.
We need to keep moving.
Ow!
His wound is getting worse.
It burns! It burns like all 7 L's combined!
Sounds like an infection.
Listen, Garrett.
He's not looking too good.
Well. And up here that can get you killed. But you've always been there for me. If anything happens, I want you to leave me. You take Sylvie and don't look back. Promise me, Garrett. I need to know you'll do it. Sylvie would never stand for it. She'd never leave you behind. Which is why it'll have to be you, Garrett. I mean this, Garrett. If I'm gone, Sylvie will need someone to look after her. I know she's stubborn and proud, but she's a good person. Stop talking like that. You're not gonna die. If I do, though, she's still my little sister. And if I'm not around to protect her, I need to know there's someone who can. What are you doing?
I found nightshade. It's poisonous, but in small doses it can help with pain. It's rare this far north.
We can use the nightshade to make Cotter more comfortable.
Right. It'll help keep him calm too, in the right amount. Luckily, I know how to use it. Can you help?
That sounded more like a creature.
Claw marks. Whatever made this must be enormous. Gods. It's been torn apart.
Why are we touching
It's
it?
not frozen. Must be a fresh kill. Hear the werewolves whisper. Shit! We have to cross the ice! Get Cutter across! I'll hold it off! Go!
Garrett, come across!
cold.
Seven house. Come on.
Really? Why are we walking in here again? Because it seems kind of silly. North Grove.
You were right, Garrett. This has to be the North Grove.
Oh, finally. We found it. After everything we've been through. We finally found it.
I can hardly believe it's real. Look. Whoever they are, they can help us.
Hurry!
I'm afraid Garrett, Cotter is going to become a White Walker if we're not careful. I'm not sure how that exactly happens in this world, but... What are we about to find? This is the intro to episode 6. Wow. There sure enough is a village here.
Garrett!
Cotter, I need all your strength. We need to get to that village.
Help us!
Do something!
High vis.
What?
Wait! No!
Garrett! Tell them!
I represent House Forrester. I was squire to Lord Gregor himself.
You already know that he's a key player in the lore, and he doesn't get killed by some Forrester or something, you know, so there are some limitations to knowing the characters in the lore pretty well, in terms of feeling like any possibility is open. You know, at least with that and some other instances, some things just aren't possible. Now, last we saw her, she was doing a bidding for Cersei, and it was actually done in a way that may not have made Cersei happy, but we haven't really heard.
What were you thinking? Wait, please.
Lady Marjorie. Please don't send me back to Highgarden.
Finally, you grace us with your presence. I was beginning to think you'd found someone else to serve.
Sorry if I kept you waiting. I came as quickly as I could, my lady.
I'll get to you in a moment. Do you realize how precarious my position is with Cersei?
Of course, my lady.
Of all the people in King's Landing, you steal from the Queen Regent.
I didn't mean...
Did you know about this? Sarah's been stealing wine. From Cersei, no less. As if I haven't got enough to worry about.
No, my lady. It doesn't sound like something Sarah would do.
Is that so?
I had no idea.
Really? Half the servants in the keep are talking about it, but somehow you're in the dark? Where's my key? I haven't seen it in weeks, and now my seal is locked in the armoire. Any ideas, Mira? Do you think our thief took that too?
My lady, please. I would never steal from you.
I've yet to meet the thief who'd admit they would.
I have your key, my lady. I was holding on to it for safekeeping.
Oh. Well, at least it's found. I'm sorry. It's not right to accuse without proof. It's just... I need order in my household. Until I'm married to Tommen, I can't afford any more mistakes. I have no choice but to make changes among my handmaidens. Tommen's garden party, Mira. What were you thinking? I can't believe you'd be so irresponsible.
I had urgent business there, my lady. People were counting on me. Otherwise, I would never have disobeyed you.
I'm sure you had your reasons, Mira. You always do. At least you're honest about it. Sarah's been saying some damning things about you, Mira. I suspect in an effort to save her own neck.
My lady, please.
You've said enough. One of you must answer for this. Sarah says you used her to get you into the party. You've been with me a long time, Mira. When I'm queen, I'll need people I can count on. Please, tell me this isn't true.
Please, Mira. I don't deserve to lose my position for this.
My lady, I'm sorry. Sarah's telling the truth.
This has been building for some time, Mira, but it still breaks my heart. I've been nothing but good to you. I've put up with your schemes. I've even tried to help you and your family where I could. And you repay me with this. I feel betrayed. I won't have it.
You'd have done the same in my position.
Don't tell me what I would or would not do. Consider yourself dismissed from my service.
But my lady...
Get out!
Mira, wait! I'm so sorry. She was so angry. I didn't know what else to do. You saved me from being sent home. I can't believe you did that for me. I expected I'd be on my way to Highgarden by now.
You're my friend, Sarah. I look after the people I care about.
Thank you, Mira. I really mean it. I know you didn't have to. I wish things had turned out differently. But I suppose this is goodbye. I'm not sure when.
Tarwick is a lovely man. Good luck with your wedding.
Thanks, Mira. I'll send you an invitation.
There's something I need to tell you. Something I heard. There are some vile rumors going on about you.
Rumors?
About you murdering a Lannister guard. I thought you should know.
Thanks, Sarah.
Careful, Mira. You're on your own now.
Honestly, Mira needs to get out of here. Why is she holding a key? That's such a bad bug to still be in the game. She just gave the key back to Lady Marjorie. But Mira needs to get out of there. Cersei's gonna grab her up and eat her for breakfast.
They're right behind us. Less than half a league.
You were right, my lord.
I know that snot-nosed bastard Griff. He was sent to kill me, not Roderick. He wouldn't run home to his father without trying again. Listen close! I want the road surrounded. Ride hard for Ironrath. Don't turn back. If this goes to hell, they'll need to know about Roderick. Yeah! Lay low and be ready to strike the moment I give the order.
And what order is that, Asher?
Just follow my lead.
Seven hells!
Take them! Kill the Foresters!
Where's Griff?
No Griff!
Oh, he's a bloody coward.
Your brother was the coward. You should have seen him squeal. When Griff gutted him like a pig. You think this means a thing? My lord.
We're going to kill them all for this.
Roderick.
I wish I had known him, Asher. I'll never get to drink with him, fight by his side, complain about what an arse his little brother is.
People loved him. If he said a thing, people believed it. Roderick, he kept this house together through sheer force of will. My brother was a true lord.
They'll sing songs about him someday. But you're the lord here now, like it or not, by the laws of your land. And to these men, you've more than proven yourself.
I know. If I don't become lord, Roderick's sacrifice, everything we went through, will be for nothing.
You'll make Roderick proud. Make your father proud.
If only he could see me now.
We have to go, my lord. Lord Whitehill will be on the march.
Let's move!
Are they all going by foot? Okay. It looks like the pit fighters is going to be enough. enough to sway this conflict. At least at this point it appears that way. We shall see. I'm sure there's more surprises. Ramsay. Who knows about Ramsay? Is this Ironwood? I mean, what's it called?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, he hasn't been home yet. Oh my gosh. Does Elaine know? Doesn't look like she knows.
Asher! Roderick! How could this happen? It makes no sense.
He died a hero.
Gregor was a hero. Ethan was a hero. Now Roderick? It means nothing to me.
It was his sacrifice that enabled us to escape.
The last time I saw him, I stormed out of the room.
Talia, Mother, listen to me. We don't dare take time to mourn. Not yet. Lord is sure to move quickly now. He could be at our gates before nightfall. But there's hope yet! I've brought help! Warriors from across the narrow sea, with no equal in Westeros.
Whatever their skill, they are hardly an army.
Milady, I've seen them twice in battle. I've seen Asher lead them. They're a force to be reckoned with and will be more than equal to whatever Lud could muster.
How can you say that? We've already lost.
What are you talking about?
Ramsay Snow. He came here. He set terms of war. He said the last house standing wins.
And with the Lord of House Forrester dead.
I fear she's right. By the terms put forth by the Boltons, we don't have a claim.
Where I've come from, terms aren't worth the bloody paper they're written on. As far as I'm concerned, this war has just gotten started.
Asher will lead us!
Asher is our lord!
Asher, I wish this were a happier occasion. But this sword has been held by a Forrester lord for centuries. Now, it is yours. All hail Asher Forrester, Lord of Ironrath, defender of the Ironwood Groves.
My father never trained me to be a lord. This was supposed to be Roderick's sword, but I was trained to fight. And by the gods, I will defend my father's house to the last breath. House Forrester will prevail this day!
Trying to keep him focused on the noble goals, but he so easily is going to go down the path of revenge, even at the cost of what's best for House Forrester. But we've been through 5 episodes with the rulers of House Forrester trying to be...
He's lying! Look at him. He's a crow. He doesn't represent the Forresters. Never seen a crow this far north of the wall. Must be a deserter. I don't trust fucking deserters. And you're traveling with a wildling. All the more reason not to trust you. We're not your enemy, says the man who wounded my bear, who came here uninvited. I could have killed you out there. As easily then as I could now.
He's a warg.
The bear likes your kind even less than I do, so I suggest you shut your mouth. Your blade pierced his shoulder, and I felt the pain as if it were mine. You couldn't possibly understand what that's like. But I could make you understand.
Enough, Josera. He claims to serve House Forrester. Anyone could say as much. What proof do you have? If you'd have us believe it's not a lie.
I was given this by Talia Forrester before I left. It's the Forrester sigil, made from ironwood.
Harida East.
They don't seem to be in the best of shape here.
Crow.
That necklace is Forrester ironwood. No one else could craft it as well.
My friend is wounded.
He won't live long without our help. High Vis.
Wait! Where are you taking him?
Who is this girl? Is she a prisoner? Why else would you be traveling with a wildling?
She's my friend.
A wildling girl?
I told you we couldn't trust him.
She'll betray you the first chance she gets. My name is Elsera Snow. This is my brother, Josera.
What is this place?
Maybe I was wrong before.
A refuge against the forces of darkness during the long night. A place of great power to those who know how to use it. I assume that's why you're here.
You're a long way from home, aren't you? There must be a reason you've come all this way.
House Forrester is in great danger. The Boltons are the Wardens of the North now. Ever since Lord Gregor fell at the Twins, the White
What do
Hills
you mean? Since Lord Gregor fell?
Lord Gregor was slain at the Twins months ago. Betrayed by Walder Frey. You didn't know? Of course. How could you?
He has no idea who we are.
Why would he?
You're right. He's just a messenger. All he did was use some ironwood necklace they gave him. Why should we trust him with anything? They clearly didn't.
Lord Gregor was willing to trust me. If he was, then you can too.
He wasn't the best judge of character.
Perhaps Lord Gregor never told anyone.
I wouldn't be surprised. Better to hide his shame where no one could find out. Whites.
Gregor wen senden Björnen.
What about them?
Hiftanes.
What? No! Let me go!
Did they teach you to fight at Castle Black? I hope they did. Otherwise, you're likely to die.
I'll do whatever you need me to do.
Good.
This place is evil, Garrett. I can feel it. There's something wrong with these people. Those warriors. They're not normal free folk. Not like any I've ever seen.
Ready!
Aye.
I wouldn't mind just transitioning away from that story for a while. I don't think we need to fight whites.
Lady Mira, wait.
Tom, what is it?
Guards, they're searching your room.
Break it down! Search the place!
They're coming after us for the murder. Come on, we can't stay here.
What's going on, Tom? Sarah said she'd heard rumors about me.
It's all over the keep, milady. They're saying you take Lannister men to your bed and murder them in their sleep.
What? That's ridiculous.
It'd be ridiculous, milady, if soldiers weren't smashing in your door. They're saying you killed that Lannister guard. There's more. Someone sent the captain of the guard a message about you. Dropped off at the guardhouse.
You mean someone's plotting against me? Who? Who sent the message?
No seal, milady. No sign, neither. Whoever's behind this, they're making their move now. If those guards catch you, if they catch us, we've got to stay close to Lady Marjorie. They won't touch us if we're with her.
Lady Marjorie dismissed me. For good.
What? What for?
It's not important. Just... we can't count on her.
We've had it, Lady Mira.
Calm down. Panicking isn't going to help.
Those guards won't stop until they find someone for Damien's death. What are we going to do, Lady Mira? How are we getting out of this one?
Being near me is dangerous, Tom. You should get as far away as possible.
Appreciate the thought, lady. But we're in this together. But I don't know how to aid you now. Tell me and I'll help you. Whatever it is, we can't stay here.
I need allies, Tom. Allies with real power. If I can get an audience with Cersei, maybe she'll put a stop to this.
I don't like it. But I can get her a message if it's what you want. In the meantime, there's a collier's store by the river gate. On Muddy Way. Meet me there.
Who's there? Show yourself, or it'll be worse for you.
Get to the colliers. Tell Godwin I sent you. Goodbye, Lady Mira.
The coal boy. Take him.
Things that make you go, So far, this episode has not been as exciting as I'd hoped. You know, I wanted to say, just get me to Ironrath. But that seems like a pipe dream. She's not going to make it to Ironrath. Not like that, at least. What in the heck is going on here?
Mira told us he was gathering an army. We have heard to think it's not bigger, but we can't fight that.
He doesn't expect us to. He's trying to frighten us into surrender. I want every bolt aimed at Lord Whitehill the moment he appears.
Ryan! Crossbows up!
Asher Forest! Forrester! Show your face, boy!
Ryan!
He's frightened, Father. Anya!
Well, Lord, you must not have much faith in this army of yours if you feel the need to hide behind my little brother.
You mistake me, Forrester. Ryan is here for your protection, to stop you from being stupid. You see, I'm here to end this once and for all. You got your little revenge on my men, but it's time you listen to reason. I could ram your gates down and kill every last one of you. Or we could end the bloodshed here and now. This war is over, Asher. It ended the moment Roderick fell. By Ramsay's rules, I'm the victor here. This will all be mine now. One way or another.
Are you truly that blind one? I am the Lord of House Forrester!
That's funny! He's the fourth Lord Forrester. I've seen in as many moons, Father.
Let's put all this ugliness behind us. I'm willing to talk terms of your surrender.
Surrender?
Open your halls and bend the knee as my bannermen. You continue to produce ironwood, under my supervision, of course. And you will join your house to mine, for all to see, by wedding my Gwyn.
Well, fuck me.
Asher, you can't!
It's rather generous terms, actually.
I'll think on it. Give me a day to consider.
You'll be given nothing. I would just as happily kill you all and be done with it. But I'm very generously giving you a way to keep your bloody lives. Oh, one last thing. As a show of my goodwill, I've brought home the body of your lord. Your brother was too stubborn to know when it was over.
Roderick, let me see him. I want to see my brother.
I'm sure your people will be relieved to keep their lives.
We'll never bend the knee to a fucking Whitehill.
You will. Unless you want to end up like Roderick here. You have an hour. I'll be waiting in my camp.
No!
I'm sorry, little brother.
I've buried too many sons.
You deserved more days than what you were given, brother. And a better death than this. The world is colder for your passing.
Forgive me, I just... Perhaps the time has come to truly let this bloodshed end. We simply accept. We bow our heads and Asher marries Gwyn.
Craven.
It's not the worst terms I've ever heard.
I may have loved Gwyn once, but this isn't real. And Lord will have my head the moment Gwyn produces an heir.
There will be no marriage. If we bow our heads now, we'll always be his slaves.
We have to kill them, Asher.
Aye, piss on surrender. Let's ride out and kill them all.
Aye. We ride for war!
We ride!
Spill their blood!
Believe me, I want to kill every last fucking one of them.
But we just don't have the numbers.
Unless we take them on our terms, inside our walls. Lord rules that house with an iron fist. His sons, his bannermen, do nothing without his say-so. There may be 500 men outside that wall. Without Lord of the League,
they'll scatter like chickens with their heads cut off.
That's good, but how? Ludd will not simply cast aside his men and offer his neck. Such a task is easily said, but Ludd is wary.
simple. We tell Lord exactly what he wants to hear. We invite him inside to celebrate and drink to our union.
And then?
An ambush. Your pit fight is hidden until the last moment.
No, an ambush is too chaotic. Things could go badly quickly. Ludd could escape.
There's another way. Poison. In his wine.
A woman's weapon.
Yes, and a good one. Lethal and direct.
Either plan is high risk. We only lure Ludd inside if the whole family is there to sell it. Talia and Ryan will both be in danger.
We're already in danger. I'll be there, Duncan. I'll pour the wine myself.
Poison is dog shit. You're here for revenge. You want him to choke on your blade, not his vomit.
But in ambush, there's no way to control. Everything could go wrong.
Poison is targeted. Ludd will be the first to fall.
I'm sure I have such a toxin in my stores.
No. I came here to wet my sword in Westerosi blood. It's what you promised us.
We are at a crossroads, my lord. We have to make a choice.
These are the only options on the table.
Asher is our lord now. The decision is yours.
So what are we doing? So, you know, there is a lot of danger in the ambush. Whether it's an escape or the wrong person gets hurt, or they have chance to hurt Ryan. But listen, there's danger in poison too. People are always expecting to get poisoned in this situation, right? Who does he force to drink it, and who would be willing to? I could see Talia drinking it to prove that it's not poisonous, sacrificing herself. But he still ends up drinking it in that scenario. An ambush? It's more likely that Ryan gets hurt.
I understand what's at stake. But poison is the surest way to see Lord dead.
Then we have a plan.
Whatever happens to me, I need you to get Ryan out alive. As soon as we move on, Lord.
Not a problem. You know you're the only family I've ever had. That makes Ryan my brother too.
I won't forget this.
I've forgotten the number of times I've heard you say that.
I've said that before.
We will avenge Roderick's death tonight, whatever it takes.
Send word to Ludd. We'll drink this night to the prosperous future of our united houses.
She's left the keep! Search the area!
Lady Mira!
There she is! Take her!
What's all this?
Look
Morgan, please. You have to help me.
Mira Forrester! You're coming with us.
Please, do something.
Surely you have more dangerous criminals to deal with than Lady Marjorie's handmaiden.
We have orders from Captain Lucan to...
Let me worry about Lucan. You worry about buying yourselves a few tankards. On me. Thank you for keeping our city safe. Can I take you somewhere, Lady Mira?
The Rivergate. Thank you.
The Rivergate! Quick as you can! What's going on, Mira? Is there a problem?
Someone's plotting against me.
Plotting? What do you mean?
They're spreading malicious rumors. And worse, they've set the guard after me.
I see. That is worrying indeed. Clearly you've made powerful enemies here in King's Landing. Although, you've made short work of one of them, at least. I hear Lord Andros has found a home in the Black Cells. I'm impressed. It seems he took on the wrong handmaiden, and lost.
Andros was sending sellswords to Ironrath. I couldn't let that happen.
No need to explain to me. I'm glad he's out of the way. Of course, now that you've gotten rid of my biggest competitor, all kinds of opportunities have opened up. Particularly in your part of the Seven Kingdoms. The Ironwood market is wide open. A lot of gold to be made.
There's opportunity enough for both of us, Lord Morgan. Think of what we could accomplish if we worked together.
I have thought about it. I've thought about it a great deal. You're clever, Mira. Working out that Andros was in league with the Whitehills, you showed an understanding of King's Landing that took me years to gain. Of course, I knew you'd be a problem when we first met. Imagine a handmaiden stealing the Crown's Ironwood contract from under my nose.
That's who's
when
after
I
us.
bribed that Lannister guard to kill you. Don't look so surprised. You must have known you'd become a target sooner or later.
I knew it. I never should have trusted you.
Of course not. You should never trust anyone in King's Landing. That might have been your only mistake. But a costly one. After Ludd takes Ironrath, he and I will control the Ironwood trade entirely. You've been very helpful, Mira. But it's time to get you out of the way. Can't have you complicating things.
The Whitehills don't understand Ironwood. They can't take care of the forests. You may control the trade, but they'll run it into the ground. Only the foresters really know those woods. You're a fool not to see that.
If they leave the hills bare, I'll find another forest. I couldn't care less, and neither should you, because you'll be dead.
We've arrived. Now get out of my fucking litter!
Lucan, fancy coming across you here. I seem to have found something you're looking for.
That you have, my lord. I've been searching for this murderer a long time. Finally, I've got her.
You don't need to do this, Lucan. Whatever you think you know, we can work something out.
Shut your liar's mouth. It's time you answered for your crimes.
Take her to the cells. Chin up, Mira. I'm sure if you ask him nicely, the headsman will be quick.
Can't believe this, but Cersei's gonna rescue us, isn't she? I believe she is. we still going to
Forgive
fight?
my brother's temper. It's said over time, wargs adopt the traits of their animal. And your news was unexpected. You see, Gregor Forrester was our father, and we are his bastards. I doubt anyone knows. It was his dark secret, and he feared his family would find out.
This can't be true. Lord Gregor was an honorable man.
But a man all the same. Josra would say he banished us to hide his shame. But I like to think it's because he knew what we were. That he was protecting us in his own way. We thought one day Gregor would come and see everything we've built. But instead it was you. You are the first to arrive. It must have been a difficult journey. Few try, and fewer still live to tell about it.
I wouldn't have made it alone. I had help from my friend Cotter and Sylvie.
But they were following your lead. You were the one who was sent by House Forrester. Our father entrusted us with protecting the North Grove. That has always been our purpose. But we've learned there's a power here, Garrett. A power we've only just begun to understand. Winter is coming, and we haven't much time.
Gregor ven fionden Bjorne sager ven. Svealoden mokre befastan.
I think Sylvie was right.
Oh, you're an ugly bastard.
You fought well. For a crow.
I saved your life.
I wouldn't go that far. Although I admit, you can fight. Maybe they did teach you something at Castle Black.
You fought well yourself. Or at least your bear did.
His name is Shadow.
Wait, Shadow?
Killing them I don't mind. It's the burning that stays with you. You'll never forget that stench.
Did you see what they just did? They don't care about their own.
My sister has trained them well.
If you don't burn them, they come back.
Emotion is a weakness. According to her.
They don't mourn their dead.
They've been trained to fight. Nothing else matters but that. They're more my sister's doing, not mine.
The whites grow bolder by the day. Ever since the wildling tribes went south with Man's raider.
Are you all right? You don't look well.
It's nothing. I'm fine. I should return to the village. Fulgor and Bisoneer.
Excuse me.
Did you not hear me?
Uh-oh.
Fulgoren! Suna!
What?
Wait! Fulgor and Bisoneer.
You're losing control.
What was that?
It's blood magic. The more she uses it, the weaker she becomes. And they can sense it.
Something's
Elsura's a
really
fool to keep taking these risks.
There must be something you can do to stop her.
She is convinced her blood magic is the only way to protect the North Grove. That her warriors are the answer. But she can't control it. I worry about her. It's more dangerous than she knows. She was right about one thing, though. The whites are growing bolder. And the worst is yet to come.
That is a big bear.
Now that my father's dead, there's no reason to stay. That's why he sent you, isn't it? To bring us back to Ironrath. To crush our enemies south of the wall. And avenge his death.
We can't leave the North Grove.
And stay here to die. I'd rather live. You said yourself, House Forrester is in danger. This is our chance to do something about it.
Maybe. I don't know. It's a long way to Ironrath. Like, how are you gonna get there?
Where's Sylvie?
Never trust a fucking wildling.
Transition. Excuse me. I think Cersei's gonna be the one that visits. She's good at visiting people in the cells. We're in the same place that Tyrion was in.
No way to get this alight. I wonder if I could use it for something else. Jailer! Please.
Shut it!
Please come here! How strong are these bars?
Stronger than what you can do that to.
I wonder what she's done. Hello? Excuse me?
What do you want? Can you get me out of here? Because if not, I don't want to know.
Hey, no talking.
Jailer! Jailer, come over here.
Oh, don't you start again.
Why don't you come here for a moment? We can have a little chat about it.
Gods, woman, I said shut it. Or I will come in there, and you won't like what happens.
Well, what do you want then? Tell me! Please! I'll do anything. Just tell me! Bastard! Before the day's over, they'll take us straight to the block. So don't give me that look. You can leave the judgment to the Father, whatever gods you believe in.
I'm sorry, I meant no offense. But we have to keep our heads held high, even when everything else is taken from us.
I have a son. A little baby boy. I think of the smell of his skin. His tufts of brown hair. There is nothing I wouldn't do. Nothing. Just to hold him again. Dignity is worthless compared to that. What would you do in my place?
The answer is I don't know.
I'll never see him again.
People will tell your son about you. Stories about what you were in life. Give him a story he can be proud of.
But you've no idea what I've done.
Doesn't matter what we've done. All that matters now is what we do next.
Mira, making friends already, I see.
Be quick. We'll be coming back for her next.
For your trouble.
What? Nothing to say?
Block will do that to you.
They'll be here for you soon. You don't have much time. Huh. Good to see you too, Mira. I've come to make you an offer. I was thinking about what you said, and I've come to the conclusion you're right. Ludd will likely ruin every forest under his control. Only foresters know how to really work ironwood. That's useful. And then I realized there's something much more valuable than your knowledge of trees, Mira. Your name. I want you as my wife.
Your wife? Do you do all your wooing in cells? I'm new to courting, but I imagine less violence and intimidation.
Wars are won and lost in the marriage bed, Mira. Kingdoms too. And I want my own kingdom. I'll start with an old and noble house, with a keep, like Ironrath. It may not be the grandest castle in Westeros, but it's a start.
Why would I do that? What's in it for me?
You keep your head, of course, and I'll get you out of here. But if you don't value that, think of your bloodline, your precious Forrester legacy. This is your chance to make sure it carries on.
What are you talking about?
2 of your brothers are already dead. That idiot Ludd will take care of the rest. One way or another. And it won't take me long to get rid of the harebrained fool myself. I'm sorry, Mira. None of your family will survive. Ironrath will fall to you. And through marriage, it will become mine. A holdfast in the north can only help my ambitions.
Until I cut your throat in your sleep.
Doubtless you'd try, given half a chance. But you won't be. It's fitting our betrothal begins in a cell. I'd say it's a perfect symbol for the rest of your life.
You plan to keep me locked up?
Well, perhaps not literally. If you play your part and produce my heirs. The murder of a Lannister guard can't go unpunished. But I can get you out of here, Mira. One word from me, that coal boy takes your place on the block.
Tom!
All you have to do is agree to marry me. You'll give up your power. You'll give up your ancestral home. But you'll be alive. So, Mira, what do you say?
Easy choice.
You will never have Iron Wrath. And you will never have me.
What? You fool.
I'd rather die.
Fine. Have it your way.
Now, it's still possible that she lives. Cersei's still floating out there, right?
She won't get far. Not out here.
Let me go!
Sylvie!
He's my brother! I wasn't finished!
When you're finished here, come see me. There's something I must show you.
I don't trust these people, Garrett. Which was why I had to see Cotter. He's not well. And he won't live much longer.
I need to see him. Is he in there?
There's a reason I wanted to talk to you. I need you to do something for me. I didn't want him to suffer anymore, Garrett. Just to ease his pain, but... that's when they found me. The Nightshade. I need you to be the one to end his suffering.
But...
it's our way, Garrett. You have to feed it to him. I'm trusting you to do this, Garrett. You're the only one who can.
Are you sure this is what Cotter would want?
I know he would. We'd never let free folk suffer. You'll see. He's in so much pain.
It's never easy in this world.
I did everything within my power to help your friend. But I'm afraid it's too late. Nothing can save him now.
Sylvie told me.
Nightshade? What are you going to do with that? You realize it's deadly. And has no place in here.
That's between me and Cotter.
I don't know what that wildling told you. But that will kill him and taint his blood.
Garrett, is that you? It's me, Cotter. I'm here. Where's Sylvie?
want to see her. Where is she?
Don't worry, she's right outside. She sent me to help you.
I thought they took her away. Ah, you have to protect Sylvie. Ah. Cotter! Oh, I can't bear it anymore! Oh.
He's been incredibly brave. A lesser man would have died days ago. But I suppose you already knew that about him.
Cotter's a fighter. Always has been.
I can see that. But now you can use his death to give his life meaning. This was always intended for my father. It's a sacred symbol of the power of the North Grove. Forged from iron, the handle made with ironwood from this very tree. In my father's absence, you speak for House Forrester. It seems only right that you should have this now. You're here for a reason, Garrett. It's no accident they sent you.
I promise. I'll make Lord Forrester proud.
I know you'll do what's necessary. Your friend is dying, but his life is too valuable to waste. Give me his heart, his beating heart, and his death can have meaning. We can use it for a greater purpose, Garrett. An ancient ritual to help harness the power of the North Grove.
But...
we must do this, Garrett. I fear what might happen if we don't.
His beating heart! This is madness!
Not madness. Necessity. Madness would be letting the North Grove fall. You saw what happened after the fight. My warriors, they're pulling away. Please, I need you to do this. For me, for the North Grove.
Ready. Garrett. Can't take it any longer.
End his suffering. Use his life to make us strong, Garrett. Give him that poison, and his blood will be useless.
I'm sorry. But I can't do it. Cotter's my friend. I wouldn't be here if not for him. And I have to respect what Sylvie asked me to do.
Then so be it. Fulgorn Bisonair. We must burn the body.
That was weird. This place is weird. I'm ready to get out of the North Grove. I don't know why the first Forester Lord that we dealt with, why he wanted to save the North Grove. I feel like there's something we're missing. Surely he didn't know what it became. I don't know.
The wine is ready, my lord. Your sister will pour. Once they're all seated, give the signal.
Remember, no matter how much they might provoke you, we must let them think they've won. That's them. Here we go.
This is going to be awful. It's probably going to work in some way.
Clever.
Might not
Send
at
the girl
all.
first.
But-
Don't let her play with your head, little brother.
Lady
Who knows?
Forrester. My apologies for arriving unannounced. I was hoping I might have a word in private with Asher. I think we can agree these are not ideal circumstances.
Agreed.
But these are the circumstances we find ourselves in. I know how you must feel, Asher. What your family has suffered, it's unimaginable. Which is why the bloodshed must stop.
I agreed to your father's terms, didn't I?
You did. But I know you, Asher. You're not the one to roll over so easily. You don't like being pushed into a corner. It's not in your nature.
I don't need your sympathy. I agreed to your father's terms, that's all there is to say.
I wish I could believe that. But I know you too well. You have to understand. I've risked everything to bring peace between our houses. To meet with Roderick in secret. To tell him of the traitor within these very walls. To make sure no harm came to Ryan as our ward. All while persuading my father that bloodshed would end if we were to wed. I have no ulterior motive. No hidden agenda. Just peace. Once and for all.
I trust you, Gwyn.
I know you've lost a lot, and I'm sorry. But things will get better. Truth be told, my father's scared of you.
Is he?
With Roderick, he knew who and what he was dealing with. But you, he thinks you're dangerous. You proved as much when you attacked his men.
They came after us.
I know. And that's all in the past now, I promise. We can make this work, Asher. This is our one chance. Together we can control the future of our houses. Just promise me, when my father and brother walk through that door, nothing will happen that could threaten that future. Our future. I need your assurance. Nothing will happen.
And at this point, it's in the hands of the gods.
Begging your pardon, my lord. I'm afraid Lady Forrester requires your help.
Of course.
I should go.
What help does my mother need?
Sorry, my lord. It was the best I could think of. But we have everything in place. How should we proceed?
Ready the poison.
Of course, my lord.
This is gonna be terrible. But what are you supposed to do? The right person is not gonna get poisoned. It'll be her. She'll drink it.
Alyssa, I'm sorry it's come to this, but at least it's done.
Where's my son?
Right to it, then.
It's been a long time coming.
Oh, my baby.
He was taken from this hall 5 episodes ago.
Enough blubbering! You can have him back when we've hammered out the details of your surrender.
Lord Whitehill.
Asher. Now, who'd ever have imagined this? You welcoming me into your hall to drink your wine and call me father. I thought I'd seen the last of you when Gregor shipped you off to the other side of the bloody world.
Let's get on with this.
What's the hurry? We'll be spending the rest of our lives together. As family.
You're not my family, Lord.
And you'll never be mine! If I wasn't so bloody soft-hearted...
Father, please. I know this isn't easy, but it's right.
Would you like to sit down, Lord Whitehill?
Aye. And get me something to drink. I'm bloody parched.
Talia, won't you fetch the wine for his lordship?
We thought you'd like to sit here, Lord Whitehill.
I'll sit there. Thank you very much. In the Lord's chair. It's not like your father wanted your worthless ass in it.
Our hall is yours, Lord Whitehill. Make yourself comfortable.
You're damn right it's my bloody hall. But you're too ready to give it over. Cocky one moment, licking my ass the next. Your false smiles don't fool me, Forrester.
Calm down, Father. Asher's just showing you the respect you deserve.
So, Lord Forrester. You made your way as a sellsword out there, did you? Eh, a little rape, a little murder. Anything for the right price. And your family must be so proud. And all those bed slaves a sellsword must enjoy across a narrow sea. I can't imagine how my sister will be able to please you.
That's enough, Griff. We to be brothers. We to act like it.
Enough bloody nattering. Sit the hell down, Griff, and let's drink.
A toast. We should make a toast.
Aye.
What shall we toast to?
Come on then. Let's hear it.
Don't make me sit here waiting to drink. To the alliance between our families, House Forrester and House Whitehill. Let us put the bloodshed behind us.
To our
alliance.
families.
No, no, no. This isn't right. You first, then me. In the way of the North. Come, Forrester. Let's drink together as lords of our houses.
Let me. Let it be you and I who seal this bond. For our houses, for our children.
No! Fucking Forresters! I knew you weren't to be trusted!
They tried to poison him!
Asher, how could you?
I showed mercy! I gave you my daughter!
Quick! Don't let him escape!
Forrester scum!
For my brothers! Win!
It could have been so different, but you destroyed everything. Goodbye, Asher.
It's just too much loss. Too many people have died. The cost is too great. It's not worth having.
It's a trap! They're trying to kill us! Kill them all! Kill the fucking foresters! Take down the gate!
We can't fight that many! We're doomed!
If they breach the gate, we're done for! We can't fight the entire Whitehill army!
My lord, your wound. Get them to safety. Of course.
I won't abandon you, not again.
Please, mother. Basher! Our lord is here!
Run to your lord!
He's here!
My lord, your command.
We have to retake the gate!
We have to retake the gate! Flush of those bastards!
This is the war you promised, Westerosi!
It's not over yet!
To Asher! Cowards have us pinned! Good idea, Westerosi. Let's give those fuckers a welcome to remember.
Asher Forrester, you've come a long way to die. Let's see you live up to your reputation.
Rally to your lord!
My son.
Iron from ice.
My lord, we have to get you out of here! I'll be damned if I let another lord die on my watch.
I can't run.
You must survive, Asher. For the house. For all of us in port this day. Now!
Iron Wrath. I don't know, that kind of feels inevitable. Like, I can't wait to find out if there were less gruesome alternative endings there on that part, but this whole thing's got to be close to being over now.
You did the right thing.
I did what I had to do.
He was your friend.
I can't tell you how much I dislike the direction the story has taken with Garrett's character. Gareth? Garrett? I never can remember his name.
Your arrival has changed everything. Even though we've been preparing for it all our lives. Now we don't have much time. We were sent here for a reason. To protect the North Grove. Winter is coming, and we have a role to play in the war to come.
Our father never would have wanted us to stand by and see House Forrester fall. Not while we can still do something about it.
It's too late to reach Ironrath. It may already be lost.
Gregor trusted you for a reason. You know defending House Forrester is the right thing to do.
You're the one they sent, Garrett. You should be the one to decide.
House Forrester needs our help. So we'll gather our forces and march south. May the gods guide us and protect us.
This is gonna just be like, we're not gonna march south. That's gonna be season 2. This episode's almost over, right?
In the name of the king, I hereby sentence you to death.
Who is still alive? I mean, I guess that's what you expect from Game of Thrones, but seriously, who's still alive? Ryan. At least one of the sisters is still alive. Maybe 2. Depends on what happens to here. Asher's gonna live? I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine that Asher will live, but...
Bring forth the next prisoner!
This young woman is accused of murdering a loyal servant of the king. Who here bears witness to her crimes?
I think it's just as likely that they will... that they will do it just as much as it's likely they won't do it.
A disgrace to her family name!
Mira Forrester, in the sight of gods and men, and in the name of the king, I sentence you to die.
Shame!
Raven!
Kill her!
If you have final words, speak them now.
Oh, Sarah's in the crowd.
She's innocent! Iron from ice! A brave!
She's innocent! Oh, a noble
Kill
death!
her!
Kneel.
my favorite character. Maybe the main character in the next season. Or one, I mean, the main-ish character.
How
Obviously, there's not going to be just
Forrester.
one.
They were nothing but Stark loyalists. And the Starks are dead. Are you listening, Reek? Father wanted to make sure they'd bend the knee. And what do I find? A child lord. Ethan the Wise. With some parasite by his side. As if I'd come to negotiate. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun.
Mira was so devoted when we first came to King's Landing. That day Cersei dragged her before the throne, Grandmother, I was actually worried for her. But she didn't have any trouble swearing loyalty to Joffrey right in front of me. Then she had the audacity to go behind my back with Tyrion when I'd clearly forbade it. And then that letter she forged to Elena Glenmore, as if I wouldn't find out. It was bold, I'll give her that. But I can't forgive that she used me. And now, with all that's happened to her, who knows what else Mira was doing without my knowledge? Grandmother, it makes me question if she was ever loyal to me at all.
I saw something of myself in Garrett Tuttle. I thought I could trust in him, Sam, but I was wrong. He gave me his word that he'd stay true to the vows he'd made in the Godswood. Yet before a day was out, a brother was dead atop the wall. I needed his sword at Craster's. I defended him to Frostfinger, and it cost me. Whatever happened up there, a man of the Watch doesn't run away.
Who should return then? But another Lord Forrester. Roderick. Back from the Twins with balls so shrunken he let Griff Whitehill beat him into the mud in his own yard. Reek, I had to come and see this walking tragedy for myself. But he didn't even have the courage to stab me with my own blade. Needless to say, I wasn't too impressed. And I was hardly surprised to hear it didn't last long. The savior who couldn't save anyone.
There was something about Asher Forrester. You would have liked him, Miss Sandai. He was rude and aggressive, mind you. But he didn't play games. Asher needed my help. I needed to know if he deserved it, so I tested him. But I was disappointed. He seemed a man who cared of nothing more than the moment. But afterward, his uncle told me the truth. That Asher had been protecting his friend, a former slave. He had gave up all he came here for to protect her secret. He earned my respect in the end. If not my help.
Loyalty. Friendship. Respect. Without them, we have nothing. I think, in the end, Mira came to understand that, Grandmother. She could so easily have turned on Sarah to protect herself. But instead, what she did, it took grace. If you're fierce enough, you leave King's Landing with your honor intact. Mira proved that. But at so high a cost.
I could have told you this story wasn't going to have a happy ending. Roderick dead, his mother dead, his little pile of timber in ruins. I just wish I'd been there to see it.
That Bolton bastard let their upstart houses go to war, Father. I'm not unfamiliar with these Forresters. Stubborn to the end. They were passionate. I'll give them that. But they were ruled by their whims. Impetuous when they should have been shrewd. Noble and just to the end. But weak. When will these Northerners ever learn? The Starks are dead. The war is over. And they lost.
So I guess kind of like overall, the path we took only lined up with 20% of the players. If I was reading that right. So fascinating. Next time.
Asher?
My lord. We don't have much time. They may have won this battle, but they will not win this war.
I don't know about all that. Okay, so we're gonna play. We might play as Ryan. We could play as her, but we might play as Ryan. You would think Ryan. Yeah, that's weird that like that high a percentage. Yeah, I don't know. So alright, we're gonna turn the volume down. Alright, what happens when you go to my choices? Show everything? Yeah. Special stats?
House Forrester.
Oh, yeah.
They were not.
Okay. Alright, let's just see real quick if there is, before we wrap this final episode up. Okay, first of all, let's see if there's any information on Season 2. Ooh. So it looks like Season 2 is currently on hold. Okay, so it just looks like it's on hold. I mean, they're not saying they're not going to do it, but it's not imminent. So I'd say it's more than a year away if it happens at all. Just guess, but that's just what I'm thinking. This is what I would like to know, though, and I hope there's a site. I hope there's a way to really see the different choices. Let's see. Okay, so the wiki. First of the branching paths in the game, which whether save Bowen or hurry and ward the Lord. If you choose to warn Lord Forrester, Bowen may be killed, will be killed immediately. Work your way. So obviously I need to say there's going to be lots of spoilers in these things I'm looking up, right? This is like, I mean, if you've watched all that I've played, you've seen lots of spoilers, but this is spoiling like the other paths, because let's be honest, I'm not going to play through this whole game again, even though I did enjoy it. Bowen may pop up in a later episode. I don't think, even though we saved Bowen, I don't think he ever did pop up for some reason. If you saved Bowen, he'll do his part daily. If not, there will be another lord that will save them, but you will have to explain that you let Bowen behind. Okay. So it looks like basically the same thing, the same results either way. It's just a matter of whether you waited, saved Bowen, right? Alright. Take revenge on the soldier or let him live. If you choose to spare him, the blonde soldier will escape and leave. Notify his leader. If you kill him, the blonde soldier with escape. Taking revenge on a soldier, let him live and show some compassion. I actually don't think that was written correctly. If you stay, you'll be persuaded to go with Royland because they need you. So it really just affects what the siblings, how worried they are that you're changing. Okay. You can choose between the king or Marjorie. If you choose Marjorie, you'll upset Cersei. If you choose the king, you'll make Marjorie concerned. Ask for Marjorie's help, or choose whether or not a handmaiden hears what you have to say. Marjorie will say information can be shared in front of Sarah. She'll have time to speak. Marjorie will explain her concern about such requests. If you choose to ask for help, Marjorie will say the information can be shared in front of you have to. If Sarah stays, she will hear everything. You'll have time to speak. Marjorie will explain her concern about making such requests. Okay, so not really big impact there. If you choose to run, you'll successfully make it out of the area. If you choose to stay, only time will tell. Okay, I know you do make it. Alright. Okay, so now here is the big, so this is like the end of the first episode. If you choose to meet Ramsay in the Great Hall, this was like at the end is like, are we going to meet Ramsay at the gate or in the Great Hall? It plays out very differently. If you meet Ramsay in the Great Hall, Alright. This is when Ramsay grabbed Talia. If you offer yourself up as a hostage, Ramsay will commend you for your courage and reward you with a knife to the throat. If you grab Talia, Ramsay will stab you in the throat. If you let her go, you will still get a knife to the throat. So whatever we do, Ethan would have died if we meet him in the Great Hall. So what would have happened? Okay, wait, let's see. Let's make sure there isn't branching choices of Game of Thrones Telltale games. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it looks like sorry, there's really not a lot to say about it. It turns out, and this might be the case of all the Telltale games, and it kind of makes sense. The major story points are gonna happen. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is, like, what if we had met, like, they referenced meeting him, Ramsay, at the gate instead of the hall. Okay. Sorry for going on and on here, folks. I'm just kind of amazed. It really doesn't seem to matter. The story is going to be told. The backbone of the story is going to be the same. It really is more about changing the context or the flavor of who some of these characters are is really what's decided by these choices we're making. But in general, the story was going to be the story. And that's probably the case of all these Telltale games. I just never really thought about it before. The branching, I mean, you do have, I do think in Walking Dead, like there were choices about, one person would survive or someone else would survive. But I guess ultimately it's always funneling you towards the same story. But anyway, I really enjoy playing through this. It's just such a bleak world. And I liked the books, but this doesn't hold up to the same quality as the books, obviously, but you still have that just utter depravity and just such bleakness. It's actually pretty draining, but still enjoyable, interesting characters. I wish it maybe wasn't quite as bleak, but anyway, thanks for everyone that's stuck with me throughout this whole thing and even watched tonight, but that'll do it for now, and we'll figure out what we're going to do tomorrow now that we finish Game of Thrones. But again, thanks for watching.